Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Dmitry Piskarev. I'm a second year medical student and I switched to an iPad. So let's start with the whole story. As I said, I'm in second year, and when I started med school, I had to choose between an iPad and an Android tablet. So I chose the Android tablet, the Xiaomi Pad 5, because it had better specs. I mean, it had a better screen, it had better audio, it had all the Android OS features, such as you know what I'm talking about, and it had a smart pen that was the most important for me because I wanted to use it for note taking, as I did until a week ago. So what happened? I mean, this is the Xiaomi smart pen. This is the pen you use with the Xiaomi Mi Tab 5 tablet. To use it, you need to insert a nib here. I don't have one because I don't use it anymore. So I use this pen like for less than a year, I think like 8 months. As I said, you need to insert a nib here, and one day I changed the nib and noticed that now the nib outcomes more from the pen. But I said, okay, it's normal. Like a month since that time, this new nib broke. I tried to put another nib in, but I understood that there are two pieces of plastic inside the pen. These were like broken parts of the first and the second nib. What I did, as everybody would do, I just took a needle and tried to get these pieces of plastic out of it. I did it, but after that, this pen didn't work anymore. This was really complicated for me because, as I said in another video, right now I'm on vacation and I wanted to make mind maps of physiology and histology classes of my first semester, so I can quickly find information about the things I need in the future without the necessity of reading a big amount of text, because navigating the mind maps is a lot easier, and it's a lot easier to remember the mind maps. It's one of the reasons I use OneNote, because for example in GoodNotes or other note-taking apps you just don't have this infinite blackboard or whiteboard. I started to look for a new pen in my local stores. In my local stores, a new pen costs like $100, so that's a lot. And in AliExpress, the pen costs like $50. It will take like 1 month or 2 months to get to my country, but I really didn't want to wait until that because I use my tablet for note taking, so I will just lose a lot of classes without my pen. As I said, when I started med school, I choose between an iPad and another tablet, so now I choose the iPad. It's the cheapest iPad 9. When I got the iPad, I have been using a better tablet for a long time. I mean, the Xiaomi Pad 5 has a better screen. The pen charges like a normal people pen. It charges like that, you know, look, okay. But in the iPad 9, you need to insert the pen in the charging port of the iPad, and it doesn't look that good. I mean, what is this? So after I started using the iPad as my primary device, I feel pretty uncomfortable because the iPad had a worse screen. The quality of audio that I had on my Xiaomi tablet, you need to charge the pen in another way. I needed to buy all the apps again. I mean, all my anatomy apps, I just lost them because I switched from Android to iPad. But after I started writing in the iPad, I will not say that it feels completely different, but I would say that it feels good. It feels good. The pen, as you can see, has the same thickness. Like, it's the Apple Pencil and the Xiaomi Smart Pen are pretty similar. I don't know if it's going to focus on this too. I like how it feels, but as I said, it's not a big difference between this and this one, so I wouldn't say that that's a good argument to change. I would say that OneNote is a good argument to switch from an Android tablet to an iPad, because Microsoft just develops the iOS app version. Because if you try OneNote on Android, you will see that you can choose the color you want. I would say the synchronization on Android is worse than on Apple. iOS OneNote has all these features that will make your handwriting better. So obviously you have all these good notes, notability apps that aren't available on Android. But I wouldn't say that these two apps are a good argument to switch. It took me like a week to get used to the iPad, because it's a bit worse than the Android tablet I had. Anyway, it has good things too. As I said, OneNote is better. Like the writing experience is cool. I know that it's going to update for a long time, as all the Apple devices do, and maybe it will last me until my graduation. I would say it's cheap, because I wanted to buy. I mean, it's not cheap. I think that when somebody says that something is cheap, he's just not thinking about what cheap is, because maybe it's cheap for him or for her, but for other people it can be very expensive. But anyway, it's the cheapest iPad that you can find. The iPad Air and the iPad Pro, if I got robbed, I would like to lose the iPad instead of losing the iPad Pro or the iPad Air, because this is the cheapest iPad. I have a full ecosystem of Apple devices. I have a MacBook and I have an iPhone. So, for example, when I used the Android tablet, I had situations when just the Android tablet camera, that is better than the iPad camera, just weren't good enough to take a photo of the Blackbird. So I took the photo with my phone, but to send it to my Android tablet, I needed to send it by Gmail, for example, or by WhatsApp. But now I just can take a photo and send the text by just copying it and pasting it on my tablet, for example, or I can share it by using iDrop. And I would say that's really cool, because Apple makes a seamless interaction between gadgets, so you can quickly transfer information between your devices, and that's cool. That's one of the reasons I choose an iPad instead of another Android tablet. This is the cheapest version of the iPad. I mean, is the 64 gigabytes. It's a downgrade, because on my Android tablet I had 128 gigabytes, but I never used them, so it's not going to be a big difference for me. The port of the iPad is a Lightning port, and the port of my Android tablet was a USB-C. It's a lot easier to find a USB-C charger than a Lightning charger. That could be a big difference too. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day, have a good life, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.